This is Jet with Pop Austin Media, and I'm here with True Prophecy, an artist out of Boston. How's life, man?
Man, life's good. How about yourself?
Oh, man, life's always good over here, man. You always got to keep it positive.
No doubt.
Let's start from the beginning, though. Where are you originally from?
Well, man, I was born in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Then I moved to Austin, Texas when I was 3 years old. So really, I'm from Austin, but I was born in PA.
Okay, so that's interesting. So you're from Pennsylvania. You would think you're going to be a Steelers fan. You mentioned to me when you walked into the studio, you're a Cowboys fan. The controversy.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. My mom was a Cowboys fan, and her grandma was a Cowboys fan. So it's kind of been passed down. So I had no choice, but then I ended up falling in love with the team. So like,
Hey, but to represent, that's my team, so I'm not mad about it. So, how was your childhood? Did you
man.
play any sports or?
So my childhood was, kind of crazy, kind of rough, kind of wild. I persevered through a lot of things. I did play sports. So my first dream that I was trying to attain was actually to play, NFL football. So I played a little bit of basketball. I did a lot of sports, really.
What
So,
you play in football?
what I play in football?
Like what position?
Oh,
did you-
defensive end.
Defense. Oh, let's get it.
Yeah,
So you
defense
get
all
after the
day.
quarterback, get
All
them
day.
sacks. Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
So how was your high school days and like would you graduate from? Did you come out here? Or did you graduate in Pennsylvania still?
So no, crazy part about it is I was in North Austin, but my mom worked for a school district in Leander ISD.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up going to I graduated from Cedar Park High School.
Okay, so
Yeah.
right around the corner then.
Kind of, sort of.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's
yeah.
like what 30, 35-ish minutes, kind of probably, but
Yeah, it took a while for me to get to school, but
oh, exactly.
it's better than these
man.
Austin schools, so my mom put me there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, how was post high school? Did you do any college, or did you just kind of
Yeah,
get
I
it
went-
straight to how you live?
I went to college for a little bit for the first year and a half. Didn't go back. I had to take care of my mom, so ended up leaving, and I went dialed into music. So
Okay.
that's what I'm
So is that when you? That's what it like when you started to do music, or were you doing music before that, and it kind of just led up like probably take some breaks and then let me actually do this and take this serious.
Well, no, man. I was in choir since I was like in fourth grade. So
Okay.
I did choir and theater my whole life along with sports. So music was always my second thing I went to. I was always good at it. I always got the parts I wanted to get, but I just won football, man.
So like when you did so were you more of the I don't know the term, so you're probably gonna kill me. Were you more like the what is it? Soprano? What is it like when you're deeper or either higher? Like what
I
was it?
the higher voice.
Oh, so you're
like
okay.
And then, like my senior year, I moved to baritone, which is high and low, kind of.
Okay.
So
Okay. So you could finesse it then and
Oh,
have
yeah,
some fun
no
with
doubt.
it. So that's good.
I love to
So
sing.
so what inspired you to do music? Was it like was it that, or did it just kind of like was there like a specific artist maybe that was like, man, I just want to do that. He makes that shit look so cool.
So real talk, it was my mom loved Michael Jackson and Prince.
Let's go, Michael Jackson, man.
So
you already know.
growing up, like I'd be in the grocery store dancing and whatnot, and showing that I have a creative side, and so my mom pushed me to get into like choir like fourth grade. So realistically, it was my mom, Michael Jackson, a little bit of Prince,
Prince is
and
the
I want
man.
people to look at me honestly. Like I was kind of not an attention seeker, but I was just more or less like the class clown too. So like all eyes were always on me. I was always doing my thing, like ever since a baby. So like, music is within me. Music is just all of you.
You can probably find. I mean, 95% of musicians, no matter where you find, there's gonna be some MJ in them. Like everybody's trying to do the dance. Everybody's trying to. There will never be another. And then Prince is right there. Like
Yeah.
those two guys. It's like, damn, it's hard to just compete with those two. I mean, Prince had the Super Bowl in Purple Rain, and it started raining. So it's just crazy to
Yeah.
think about.
They're legends, and Whitney Houston too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Whitney's. Oh man,
For
there would never
music,
be
like,
another.
I love old, not old music, but old music. You know what I'm saying? Like I really adore '90s hip hop too. So like all that.
That's the golden era.
Yeah.
Like that's the true golden era up until like the early 2000s, and
No
it's
doubt.
just can't be mimicked again, man. It's sad, man. So like who would you say inspires your style? Like if or do you think that you're you don't really have inspirations, or do you have some people like you pull from certain people to go mix and match? I think I've seen some Jimi Hendrix that you got with some, if I'm not mistaken. Seems like Jimmy might be some inspiration, and Jimmy's cool as hell.
So the thing is that I draw inspiration from like all types of music. So like when it comes down to singing more heavy set things, like when I'm, I guess, not screaming into a mic, but I take that from like Breaking Benjamin. And then when I rap,
Breaking Benjamin, I ain't heard that name in a while.
Yeah, it's crazy because like they're not doing much in like music, and it's wild just because the songs are so magnificent, but they're all from like 2008 and stuff.
They're still great though, and they're timeless. That's the difference.
True.
Not everything is timeless. It could be for the moment, and you listen to it for a year, it's gone. And it's like people underappreciate and make fun of the people when they're like, oh, they have these old hits. It's like, it's timeless though. You can't take that away from Bow Wow. You can't take that away from any of those people. Still, sadly, unfortunately.
No, I love Bow Wow.
Put some respect on Bow's name, man. I mean, when you think about it, but
when I was a kid, that's all I listened to was Bow Wow. I wanted to be Bow Wow so bad. Bro.
Stop fronting, people. Everybody listened to the Beware of Dog album for sure. That one was oh man, that was
like Mike. Shit. That was crazy too.
Oh, Bow had a run, and people need to stop fronting, but.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Any other like I guess like any other genres? I mean,
hip hop through and through. I'm gonna say Biggie. I study his flow a lot, along with J. Cole. And then the more character, the more in depth I get with it, I really take my stuff from Kendrick Lamar.
He's big on character. He can change up his flow and his sound.
So good.
Like Nikki can too. Like that's the same way that both of them can do that. It's
I like Nikki over Cardi. So.
Oh yeah, I like them both. I'm team both. But yeah, I feel you. Yeah. Nikki I'm a huge Nikki stan. I love Nikki. So let's talk about the you went and did a collab with Rare Royalty magazine out in the Beta Event Center in Colorado earlier this year. So like explain that whole experience being out there and doing that and dealing with the collab with Rare Royalty magazine.
Realistically, I've never been out of like state doing music, like getting people to notice like my brand and whatnot. So just being able to go to a city where also I like to smoke weed. So like being in the city to where like you can smoke weed and enjoy life without like other things. In Austin you can't really smoke a blunt in front of a cop, but in Denver you can. So I was wilding in Denver. I was actually at Beta all the nights I was there, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a wild club. But getting to work with War Royalty was cool just because it's my first time inside of a magazine. They showed a lot of love. Everything was pretty cool. It was lit. It was lit for sure.
So just for artists to kind of, I guess, maybe if they don't know if they're like new, like how did, I'm not saying you got to give, secrets of the trade, but how did y'all come together and how did they reach out to you being out here in order to get your stuff into other states?
I would say shout out 91. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's a legend. He's a connect. He's a Young Media Connect. So
okay,
he got us connected for sure.
Good stuff.
I'll let y'all know that. Shout out my man.
Cool. It's always good to get into other markets. So it's just good for it's always just like I said. It can never hurt. Talk about it seems like is Comatose your most recent video? I want to say it is. If not,
Comatose is my most recent video.
Talk about shooting that and who shot the video. How was the shoot day? I guess just talk about the process and I guess how did you come up with just the idea for the video and the song too? Like just touch on the song and video.
The song is kind of a long story, but just song wise, I had worked with my engineer Jamal. He's from Spitshine Studios.
Shout out Spitshine. I know Spitshine.
I had wrote a song and I went to him. I was like, "Bro, I need your help, right?" So he went in there and he made the beat, and it was just like magical. I'm talking about real stuff in the song, so it like meant a lot to me. The whole tape did pretty much. Identity Reloaded, but Blum TV from San Antonio, he shot the video, and I wanted it to be real trippy, kind of, sort of. So he put in work with that, and that was kind of exciting. I would say that we shot the video at like 2:00 in the morning.
2 a.m. Dang,
Yeah,
there
so
you go. Doing that stuff with the red eyes.
Yeah, I was super tired. I had to drive back to Austin later too.
So where'd you shoot it at?
I shot in San Antonio.
So San Antonio, okay. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, it's a grind. You gotta get it. You gotta get it when you can.
For sure.
And it's probably easier to shoot at 2 a.m. Even though it's hard getting up, but once you're doing it, it's probably easier because you can kind of just go and do what you need to do because nobody's out.
Yeah, no. Actually, there was kind of a lot going on.
Oh, there was?
Yeah, I was shocked.
Oh, wow.
I thought there wasn't going to be people, so that's why we were shooting for it. And also, the ambiance of like being 2:00 in the morning fits the song, kind of, sort of. Okay. So it made the video look
that is true.
Crazy. Yeah.
The name and that just off the name and the time does make sense.
Yeah.
Did you hear? So we spoke on sports. Did you hear about the recent, like, the Aaron Rodgers topic with the vaccination and all that?
No, what happened?
So, like, he's got COVID now.
Oh, he does.
And then what happened was, before the season happened, they were asking everybody about the vaccination. They were like, "Hey, do you have the vaccine?" And then some players, I guess, they were able to undisclose some stuff. So it was like, "Oh, I've been I'm immune. I've been immunized, or basically it's like a vague statement." So he's been basically scrutinized because of the fact that he didn't say that he didn't get vaccinated, and he's like, "I didn't lie." I was just kind of thinking of, like,
I've seen a meme. Was that what that was from?
Yeah, because I think he took. Correct me if I'm wrong. He may have took the same thing that Joe Rogan took. Okay. So and I think I forgot. It starts with a V, but. Like, what do you think about that? Just kind of as like a sports watcher, of like, just like, how do you feel about that? Not to go too political if you don't want to, but just how do you feel about just that in general? Just like, should he be able to disclose it or not?
I feel like to each his own. But the grand scheme of things is that in order to go places and do certain things, you should be safe. Whether that's wearing a mask or not getting vaccinated, I think it's pro-choice. I think everybody should make their own decisions. But I would say when you're a leader of a franchise like that, you should take the COVID vaccine. So when you get sick, you can get back sooner. But
I will say the one thing, he said he's supposedly allergic to 2 out of the 3 of them.
And that's
quote unquote.
If he is, and they should leave him alone.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm just interesting to see what you say, because it's just like a polarizing thing. It's like, should he? And if he's allergic to it, you shouldn't have to do it.
Yeah, and if he's allergic to the Pfizer and what's the other one, Moderna?
Yeah, Moderna. And then the Johnson & Johnson. Nobody wants to take the Johnson. That's exactly. And it's all in one shot, so you're just getting drugged through the mud.
And I took when I took the vaccine, like, it made me feel sick. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I felt hella weird.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna feel it. But I mean, it's just kind of like, you might as well take it, because everybody else. I mean, you're taking a chance.
Definitely.
Let's go ahead. Where do you see yourself in about 5 years?
I actually wrote some. I wrote something in a song. That's how I see myself: 5 years in a mansion and gate. That's how I see myself.
Aim high.
Definitely. I know some people have quote unquote put on Austin, but I'm trying to put on Austin to the next level. I feel like I'm here to change the world with my music. I definitely feel like people are gonna gravitate towards me and my struggle and all that. So,
what's missing in Austin music scene for, I guess, let's say hip hop? What would you say?
I say 2 things. The people in Austin really, it's not a hip hop city, to be honest. So
true. Although there's a scene, but it's more. I know what you're saying.
And then the second thing is, there's a lot of love, but there's a lot of hate, and we all are beefing with each other, kind of, sort of. There's groups and cliques and all that. So I like to go hang out with everybody, get to know everybody, but I definitely is cliquey. So.
For sure.
Someone will get too far, and then someone else will match that, and then it'll be complacent.
You got to work together.
Yeah.
That's what networking means.
Together.
Networking is not you're doing it by yourself. Networking means there's a network where you're networking around. It's insanity. So I agree. Do you have any upcoming projects or anything that you want to promote now?
I will say go check out the EP I released, Identity Reloaded. I am dropping a track, RTMS 3. It means really talking my shit 3. There's 1 and 2. You can check that out too. But I'm dropping that November 19th, and then the video should be coming shortly.
Awesome. Well, man, it was good having you. Great conversation. Where can we find you on social media and anywhere else?
So you can follow me on Instagram at Forsaken Hearts, FORSAKEN, and then Hearts, basically all one word. It's Forsaken Hearts on TikTok too. So, and then all streaming platforms, just type in True Prophecy. On Google, you'll find me. You'll find me anywhere. Just type True Prophecy. Yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. You got any shout outs?
Yeah, man. Shout out y'all for having me on. This is a great experience. Shout out my homie Dion at the crib. Not the crib, but in the
basically at the crib.
Know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean. It's at the crib. That's what the crib means. It don't gotta be the crib. It's the crib. It's bigger than I feel you.
Shout out 91. Shout out Ty Gibson.
Shout out Ty.
Shout out Austin, Texas. Shout out Texas.
Awesome. Well, man, it was great having you. It was a great conversation. Great learning about you, your upbringing. I'm Jet. This is Pop Austin Media, and I'm signing out.
Thank you.